All right, so I'll get out of the sun. It's been a while since I've made any videos for the channel or anything like that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the old King Midas stuff on there. That project is long gone, unfinished. Sad, but it happens. But we are moving on to a new project. So this is an 06 G35 Sedan, 6-speed manual, of course. Came with a bunch of goodies already. It has a bunch of GK Tech and ISR arms, some kind of weird eBay exhaust. I guess it's Manzo, so it's not like super nice, but it sounds really good. Expired plates. You know, it's not in the greatest condition body-wise. I mean, it's got some dents and dings here, but I mean, overall, it's going to be a good platform to begin with. The interior is completely trashed with parts right now. We're going to be putting a lot of that on, starting with the Hydro ebrake today. I've also got the Super Lock lower control arms from GK Tech to put on. I've also got a new timing chain, which will be coming up in future episodes, but so far, good platform. Sounds good, and I used to never like these cars, you know? It's so funny. I had a good opportunity to come across one for a good price, pre-modded, high miles, but you know, it's whatever. But definitely a good platform to begin with, so we'll start there. All right, so we're in the car now. You can see I've already kind of reassembled the Hydro itself. It is a mess in here. I've got tons of parts in the back. Got my low ramps back there, but getting everything apart. I'm gonna see what I need to trim, because I know at least this bracket right here, I'm gonna have to trim that at least to fit the reservoir in there. And then we'll see how we're gonna bleed this thing, because I imagine it's not going to be too easy just with the Hydro in here, just because there's not going to be a lot of clearance. But we should be able to make enough room just to make everything work. Dirk's over there working on our green Miata. There'll be some more video of that in the near future, but a lot of crazy things going on with that thing, but one thing at a time. All right, so first problem we're really running into. So I've gotten to the point where the Hydro will actually fit in place correctly. However, we had to make some sacrifices. So this is the blower, I guess it's like ducting for the rear. So now I won't have any air going to the floor and the back seats. But honestly, didn't really need that much anyways. I do plan on keeping AC in this car, just because I live in Texas and it gets really hot here. Grid, our drift events, is notoriously long, with, you know, anywhere between 20 to 40 cars sitting in grid at one time. So we're going to keep AC, but we're going to lose it in the rear. So I'll hit you back whenever I got it mounted in. All right, move to the other side of the car, just because getting in and out of the Sparco seat. Oh yeah, forgot to mention that. It's got a it's got a Sparco Evo from, I believe it's 1998. At least that's what the expiration tag said. That's honestly the only problem with it. It's still very rigid, no cracks or anything. Doesn't like crunch when you get into it. But oh my god, what are words? I got the handbrake mounted. Did run into a couple issues. So the bolts, common thing that people have been saying is that the bolts are a little too long. I just trimmed them off and they're fine. I am missing one of these, so I'll have to get one of those. I'm just getting to the part where I'm getting ready to route the line through here. With the radio out, it seems like you can service the reservoir pretty well, so it's looking pretty good. The positioning I'm a little concerned about, because when it goes all the way back in, it looks like it might hit where the dash is. Like, ideally right there is like perfect. However, that's all the way, the adjustment down here is all the way in. It doesn't go in any further. So hopefully once we get some pressure under it, it'll be just fine. If not, we'll make something work. All right, missed a little bit of things, but took the brake calipers off, starting to take the hub off. Yeah, it's looking kind of dusty, but I mean, everything looks fine in here. We did have some trouble getting the top bolt off. It was stuck pretty good, but once we loosened it, it came off just fine. About to take the hub off, get that heat shield cut. I've actually got a new wheel bearing as well, so I might as well just replace them while I have it out. Yeah, everything's coming together. Driving home now. Ran into some issues with the car. There's a couple things I'm kind of concerned about, and I really just wanted to get a recording of it. So first things first, I'm still unsure because I don't have everything completely installed, but I'm pretty sure that the lines that they gave me were too short, and I'm hoping that I'm wrong, because I know GK Tech is a good company and they'll probably send me the right lines. However, that's more time that I have to wait. That's more time that I have to have the car kind of out of commission in order to make it work. Second thing is that the video that GK Tech provided, the way it tells you to trim the dust shield for the brakes, yeah, it's not right, just because I tried putting the new calipers on and it's hitting the dust shield, and everything's installed correctly. I had other people look it over as well. I'm just not doubting my own abilities, but just to be sure. And yeah, I mean, the dust shield needed to be trimmed more than it was, but just no big deal. It's just kind of annoying. I have to take it all apart again and basically start from the beginning, at least as far as the rear calipers go. The reservoir itself is all installed. It's basically ready to bleed. It's just I've got to make sure that the lines fit before I do so, and then once I'm sure they fit, or I get the correct line, then I can bleed everything. But yeah, I mean, so far so good. I ran into a couple of small things. While I had the car in the air, I had the hubs off, I went ahead and changed out the wheel bearings because they were showing signs that they were starting to go. Both of the wheel bearings split the back half off, so we had to remove those, and that was a whole headache of its own. But at least there's new wheel bearings on there now. Everything works great. Axles are installed, but I'm gonna have to uninstall one of them because I fully buttoned up that side, and I'll have to take the dust shield off. Yeah, really excited to see it finished. I know I haven't been the best about doing time-lapse stuff. I have been filming all this on my phone, and I do plan on getting a better camera in the future as far as recording these vlogs and just kind of documenting the whole process of modifying the car. It's just right now, I can suffice with the cell phone video, especially with the advancement in cell phone camera technology. So that's all I've got for now. See you guys here in the morning, I guess. All right, so I think I've gotten it to fit. I had to take out the caliper and the rotor itself, trim a little bit. I've got it, the back one mounted now. I just gotta put the front one on. I've already trimmed the other side too, so we'll go ahead and button that up, and hopefully it works. I mean, the problem is so these the pads for the e-brake are like much newer than my other pads, I realized. So I'm gonna have to do a pad change here pretty soon, and probably replace these rotors as well. I mean, they're just kind of grooved and rusty and old. So, all right. So several hours later, I have them on. So I figured out that there is a difference between 03, 04, and 05, 06 calipers. Apparently, just because of the the rotor size, they have them built for the Brembos. There is like a ½ inch difference. The 03, 04s do not fit on to the 05, 06 rotors. They just bind and get in the way. So I had to go out and pick up a set of 05, I mean, they were from an 06 sedan, but yeah, I had to go pick those up. This side has been the one that's taken the longest. The other side, as you can see, everything's still on the ground, but it should take, you know, a matter of an hour to get everything done. I'm currently trying to figure out how to route everything through the cabin, and yeah, I'm optimistic. I think that it'll work. I think that the lines are long enough, but we'll see. So let's hope. I got a little more progress done than I expected to. It's up and running again. Everything's back together. Got my dual calipers on the rear again. Now the interior is like hardly together. I did put the back seats in, but it can't put the center console in because you can see how crappily that is stored for now. I'm gonna see if there's a better place I can put it, but unfortunately, just from the length of everything, I can't really stuff it anywhere else. The hydro works well. I took it around the block, tested it a couple times. Everything on the interior still looks pretty incomplete, but I'll be back up to snuff soon. I'm going to be putting the 06 dash back in because the giant hole from the 03, the 06 clock doesn't fit. Also, anyone wondering, those rear calipers I did have to go get from the junkyard. I know I mentioned it earlier, but yeah, it's coming together. I've got a lot more things coming soon. I've got the super lock lower control arms coming out. I've got the timing chain job, which is going to basically include resealing the engine, installing a catch can, a bunch of other things. But for now, it runs okay. I won't be too hard on it. We're just going to drive it and enjoy it. So, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.